to go and whatever. Okay.
Yeah, we can.
That's you.
I'll share it with you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I'll try using some right there and share it. Here, yeah. Put them together. Yeah.
We have the winners of today's double overtime game, the Henderson County Lady Colonels, head coach Jeff Haile, student athletes Jarie Thomas, Savannah Lacer, Shalyn Sprinkles, and Anna Kemp. Coach, comments, please.
Oh man, speechless. Usually not like that, Emma girls.
No.
Okay. Heck of a win. We got down. We didn't play well early in the ball game. We'll let some things go, let some things happen that we normally don't let happen. We didn't show our best, probably give our best effort there early on. Even though we were trying, we just weren't getting things done. Give credit to the coach and that Kenton team. I'm sorry. They're aggressive. They're hard nosed for the young as they are. Well coached. They play hard. They gave us all we got. I'm just so glad these kids persevered, showed our character tonight, and showed that we don't quit. There's never been a quit in this team ever since I've coached them. So it just showed again tonight. We had some everybody, all four of these girls made big plays all night long for us.
Number 0, this is for you. She loves to do a lot of the screen and roll, loves to attack the basket for an 8, and obviously the leading scorer is an 8th grader. So what were some general keys to containing her in the second half?
No, I had to step up on my defense, how to stay low, because I've been playing high here recently, so I knew how to stay low and use my speed on her, because I could tell she didn't like the speed, my type of speed on her, my type of defense on her.
Jeff, just where would you put this among all the games you've been up here? I mean, it did double overtime and you come back the way y'all did.
Well, I know it was a heck of a game for the crowd to watch, just to get to come here and see, at 10:45 at night, watch a double overtime game. And it's right up there with the I'll never forget this game for as long as I live, as long as a lot of games up here. But this one, you went, you don't play well early. You keep coming back. You keep fighting. Kids make plays. You come out on top in a double overtime game. One game I'll never forget. Everybody made plays here. One here at the end of the bench took that huge charge at the end of the ball game. Made 2 free throws. This one made some free throws. This one made some free throws. She had a double-double. A couple other kids made some plays in it too. We couldn't bring them all in here, but awesome game for us. And I'm sorry the other team. It goes both ways, and feel for them. But they'll be back, and this was a good game for our seniors.
Shalyn, probably shot of the game, tied at 41. 2-parter. Did you expect to be that wide open, and what was going through your head as you shot it?
Oh no, I didn't know I was that wide open. I knew how to take my time and use my legs to take my time and just went in.
I thought we got a good. I think Gracie made the passage. I thought we were trying to. They were getting us. We were trying to run some sets. We normally run some flex and some zags. We call it motion. We couldn't really get anything. They were doubling a lot. We tried to spread them out and go some 5 out and get some penetration. When they're at their blast, we got some good penetration. Got the pass to go here. They left her, and she made the shot. And then Gracie made a big shot too for us.
Jarie, down 9 at the end of the first quarter. Simon Kenton's on a little bit of a run. What do you tell yourselves in the huddle to kind of keep it together, so to speak?
Well, especially it being my senior year, I said that we're fighting for our season right here. It's the last time I'm ever going to be playing in the state tournament, and I knew that we still had a lot of fight in us, and I knew that we would get back in this game and just keep fighting until the very last buzzer.
As for all 4 of the girls, Simon Kenton had 11 turnovers in the second half, 8 of them in the fourth quarter alone. Playing off your coach a little bit, how do you crank up that defensive intensity to play catch up on that end?
Well, from day one, you see we don't play any zone. Maybe sometimes we should, but we don't play any zone. Not against this team, you can't. But we work every day more than anything defensively. We talk about it. We teach it. We work at it. It helps to have good players that can play it with some speed and some length and some knowledge and just determination and smarts. Coach Phil Gibson, who passed away early in October. He's a defensive man. Me and him both are, but he's one that's a mainstay of the defense. And I think when it came right down to it, they kept thinking, okay, what are we supposed to do here? What are we supposed to do? Step it up, switch on the screens late in the game, put pressure on zero. Got to cover these people. We got to get to the glass. I thought, we couldn't get that last rebound, man, but the time kept clicking down there for us, and time was on our side today.
One more, that'll be the last question.
Coach, considering this is the 18th appearance since 1994, of course, you remember 94 one against Jamie Walls. And of course, she's been at Haile now for 21 years. Has not gotten to this point yet, actually been to a championship one time. So year in and year out to be in the position that this team is, what does that say how much basketball means to the Henderson County community?
Well, I started this job 37 years ago in the same school. And I started thinking, at the time I took it over, girls basketball wasn't girls basketball like it is now. And I was determined to make girls basketball prevalent in our community. And it's a school, starting with defense, starting with discipline, structure, working hard in practice. And that's where we end up.
You're on the end.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys haven't been in a game like this in quite some time. I mean, February 4th, I think, was the last time a game's been decided tight. You've been pretty dominant. So just talk of the perseverance again and how they kind of prevailed there, despite being down both overtimes and down 5 there going into the 4th.
Well, I think, I think our experience probably got to them a little bit. We turned up our defense on them, and it bothered them some. Shalyn got turned up hers on number 0. Savannah was getting out to 23 a little bit. Our post defense was decent enough down there for us. And I think we just turned up that intensity. And, when we have had close ball games throughout the season, when we had them, we've come out on top. And I think that built confidence in us before. Well, hey, it's been a while, but hey, we came out on top of those games. We were down, or it came down to the last couple of plays, and we had people to make plays. That's what it takes.
Coach Hayle, congratulations on the victory, and good luck the rest of the way.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank y'all.
Whew.
Look it up.
We have the Simon Kenton Lady Pioneers, Coach Brenden Stowers, student athletes Emilee Eggleston, Brynli Pernell, and Hayylie Webb. Coach, comments on the game, please.
Wow. First of all, that was a phenomenal game. I want to give my hats off to Henderson County. They played a phenomenal game. The absolute tough team. They're going to be tough out going forward. I was talking before the game. We actually have us and Coach have a friend in common, a guy that I grew up playing together with. So there's a little relationship built there. But as far as the game, these girls did more than I expected them. What I expected them to do, they did above that. They exceeded everything that I asked them of them, everything their teammates asked of them. They went out there, they left everything on the floor, which is the only thing I asked for. Played for each other, and they believed in themselves. We just came up on the short end. The main stat that I'm looking at right now was the major concern I had going in. That was rebounding, and we won that by 15. All right. So, I mean, our message in the locker room was we just added to the foundation of this program. And I it's kind of hard to talk about it because, our seniors put in that work. They're the ones that got these young girls together, and they were inexperienced themselves. The last time we were back here was 2018, and they were in 7th grade. So the inexperienced part of the postseason was for them, but the way that they rallied those girls together and the way that they led us, I'm just so proud. Like I said, that you only got to win by one more point. Henderson did that. They played a phenomenal game, but we fought into the very end. I mean, double overtime, state tournament, packed house. I mean, it was just a great atmosphere. I'm so proud of this girl. I'm so proud of these girls.
Question right here.
Emilee, you're a senior. For you, what did you think of this environment and Hayylie being a freshman and Brynli being an eighth grader? How great is this exposure to make the state tournament at such a young age?
I think this is great experience for them. It's great to get it underneath their wing while they're young right now. And for further years, they'll be able to come back and they'll be more used to it. But they just got to put in the work. And it was nice for us seniors to finally be able to experience that our last go around.
This is for Hayylie or Brynli, you know. I mean, the big concern coming into this game was for whether how you guys would handle the atmosphere, handle the nerves, but it looked like from the get-go, you guys really weren't that nervous. So how'd you guys settle in so quickly?
We just weren't nervous from the get-go. We just were ready to play and ready to get at it.
I agree. We were just really excited and had a lot of adrenaline, and I think we were just ready to play.
Yeah, to add on to that, and it was one of the things that I was concerned about, just for the newness, just the newness and the experience and the crowd and everything. And going through warm-ups, I could tell on their faces that they were just hurry up and get this tip on. So they were ready to go from the get-go.
And you weren't phased either by those bright lights. You ended the first quarter on a 12-0 run. I think you were up by 5 as late as the fourth quarter. So, I mean, how happy are you overall with your team's performance?
I mean, I'm on the inside, I'm gleaming with pride. I mean, I couldn't have asked anything else of these girls. They left it all out there. I'm just so proud of them. I mean, it was a phenomenal experience. And again, it selfishly, it's my first year and they took me. So I can say that selfishly, but again, I wanted them to soak up every single moment, including this interview. I wanted them to soak up every single moment. This is something that they'll remember for the rest of their life. This is stories that they'll pass down onto their kids and their families. And it's something special that they'll have forever.
Coach, a lot of great teams in the 8th region. You all obviously, Anderson, Spencer. How did you get this group of girls to buy into winning the region and coming here today?
Well, the entire season, we treat those games as basically glorified scrimmages, and it's all about the growth. It's all about growing, coming together, building that chemistry. And right around the first week of February, something just clicked with them and they started to get it. Everything that we asked them for as far as the defense, offensive execution, it just clicked. We took some tough losses. It didn't always mean that we were winning, but we were playing very well at a very high level. And coming into the tournament, we got that over that first hump in the first round of districts, playing our rival Walton. And once we knew we were in the region, we were just going for broke. All we wanted to do was just, let's get after it. Let's play. We didn't do much scouting. We didn't do a lot of scouting. We just, hey, we're focused on us. Let's just go out there and toss that ball up, do what we do and go play. So I would say right around February, just clicked. And I couldn't tell you the exact moment, but you can just tell it, the way they walked, the way they carried themselves, the way they spoke to each other. And then obviously on the floor, you could tell by their play.
Coach, you've been here 5 times with your dad, you know, and now you're in the head coach's seat. What's the takeaway you took from that as you guys kind of flip roles here?
Well, yeah, sitting there with my dad the last couple of years, that was special because it's my dad, but he's still there with me. He was still on the bench. A lot of the times when we were here, he allowed me to do the game planning, make some calls, do it. So he gave me that experience going forward as being the head coach. Even though he had the title and the seat and everything, he gave me that experience to allow myself to grow in that role. So when I just scooted down one seat, it was just like this, you know, the same experience, same thing that way. So I'm forever thankful for that. But me being able to step in, especially with this group, I think the timing of when he left was phenomenal. So I got to grow as a head coach with these girls and the phenomenal seniors and juniors that we have that led them.
Final question right here.
Coach, from the outset, this was a really scrappy, grinded out game. As a team, you guys forced 16 turnovers, but you turned the ball over 8 times yourself in the fourth quarter, 6 times in overtime. Do you think that style of play caught up with you a little bit, or do you think your team was a little tired?
No, I don't. I just think we kind of got stuck. I think we, our wheels were spinning in the mud a little bit, and some shots that we were usually getting, those driving lanes that we were usually hitting, we just weren't seeing them. You could chalk it up to being tired. We backed off our press a lot. We're used to playing full go, but we understood that the length of the floor was going to be a factor, so we backed off a little bit. So I don't think it was us being tired. We just were experiencing a moment. We just didn't make the plays that we had to, and the ball didn't bounce our way a couple of times. I think that was the key. There's a couple rebounds, couple loose balls that, just ended up in their hands. And unfortunately, that's a part of the game. But we're going to learn from it, and we're going to come back stronger.
And Coach, congratulations to you and the Simon Kenton Lady Pioneers on a great season.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.